expect more of a methodical pace, Brent, I think, in this one. What do you think?
Yeah, you're right, Kevin. Both of these teams love to run their offense in the half court. They'll slow things down. They'll love the setups. They'll try to manipulate a couple of the plays to get matchups they want. Neither side afraid to take it under 5 seconds on a shot clock, and that patience may pay off.
And for such a young player, Brandon Podziemski has a mature game.
Well, Kevin, his intellect out on the floor, I think, is at an elite level. Brandon does such a good job of hovering around the basket to get rebounds. He advances the ball with the pass. He's driving and always looking for angles. So this is an advantage-created player, and Brandon does a great job of it.
Outside Butler. It's stolen by Adebayo. Here's Hero. Second chance shot. And Adebayo with the lay-in.
Yeah, those possessions like zombies staying alive out there, courtesy of Bam Adebayo.
Curry. And it's Miami with the rebound. Over to the wing. Here's Ware. Wiggins outside. Launches it. Hits the three-point bomb. Wiggins has got 5.
Well, right now, helping the offense out by creating space. Andrew Wiggins, deadly enough from that spot.
Outside Butler. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. It's been a quick start for Miami. Robinson with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. And the Warriors off to a slow start here. 8-point game. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
That's tremendous balance. Steph's ability to keep his composure in that tough situation, work in a tight space, that's impressive. Now they're playing working to perfection there, if that was their plan. And if it wasn't, maybe that should be their plan.
Offensive rebound. Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo.
Bam knowing what to do. He's owning the paint right now.
And Brent, if the super team era is indeed coming to a close, the Miami Heat were one of the most successful examples.
Yeah, Kevin, you're obviously referring to the Heatles with LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh. I think there are some fans out there that go back to when it was that they had that press conference and were throwing up 6, 7, 8. And so 2 titles, yes, of course, amazing. Chances to win championships, amazing. Could there have been more? Possibly.
Here's Butler following the basket by Andrew Wiggins. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. Both teams deciding to change it up. Warriors trailed by 6. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we all know about what Heat culture means. Bam Adebayo says we share the ball, play together, and we know where the shots are going to come from. We're just blessed to have a team like this. Everybody buys in, everybody competes, and everybody wants to get the job done. Kevin, back to you.
They've got great chemistry. Thanks, David.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range. What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
It seems like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
Moody. Here's Green. Goes back up. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo.
That's a good-looking pump fake there from Draymond Green. The D needs to stay down. You want him shooting the ball, but good use of the tricks.
Brent, when I think of those title teams of the Golden State Warriors, clearly you think of the Currys and Thompson, and maybe at the top of that list, the importance of Draymond Green.
Well, there's no doubt, Kevin, that the lean on for Golden State defensively and to be as good as they were on that end of the floor falls on the shoulders and the very capable ones of Draymond Green. I mean, he took on all challengers and elevated the confidence of players like Steph and Clay. So Draymond's defense, elite and leading to titles. When you think of Jimmy Butler, his work ethic comes to mind, notably how hungry he is to win at all costs. That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Here's Highsmith. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. Back to Jaquez. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. On offense, here are the Warriors. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Hield outside. A floater. Love grabs the board. There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter. 3-on-3. Pass to Post. They kick out to Hield. It's good from long range.
And these quick hitting plays are great for a quick set shooter. Hield scoring.
Jaquez with the bucket.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Curry outside, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Warriors ahead.
The Heat, 15.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Warriors?
They are committed to running the floor in this one, relying on their speed to get a lot of points off the fast break.
Post misses the shot. Break since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals. The Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46-36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
Taking 3 shots.
No good on the free throw. Brent, one thing we've seen these days, 3-point variance. Can you explain it?
Well, Kevin, who's hot and who's not? That's basically what it comes down to. Look, coaches are going to have strategies against teams. A lot of teams are taking a lot more threes, but on a night where they are knocking down shots that you're willing to live with, that's when you just tip the cap, take the loss, and move on.
It seems likely that the Warriors' title run under Steph Curry, Brent, is probably come to a close.
I'm not going to count Steph Curry out quite yet, Kevin, but you know they have added some quality youngsters. They're trying to grow that group. How fast can they bring those kids along to championship caliber players? That's the big question. They're going to win their share of games.
Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Well, a careless foul, and he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Kyle Anderson getting physical with the defense that time. That helps him draw the contact.
Shooting for Miami.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with a statue. And Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
And Kevin, well deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city. Plus, he's already got a street named after him.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. So it'll be Terry Rozier shooting. They get Stephen Curry. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
Here's Curry. Curry gets inside and lays it in.
Like to see it when Steph has the confidence to try the floater just over the top of the defense and that soft touch, and it goes.
Rozier for 3. The Warriors pull it in. It's tipped. Ayton with it. Picked up by Rozier. On the wing, Heel. Back to Payton.
Heat foul. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Stolen by Mitchell. Here's Highsmith. Banked in off the glass. Highsmith's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Count that bucket.
Curry's jumper just so pure, he can go up from just about anywhere on the floor and knock him down.
And to me, Draymond Green really embodies the idea of a high IQ player. He can read the opposition, predict where a play is going, and those instincts aren't something that can be easily taught to anyone.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Golden State, trailing by 2. A quick shot there, and it's off target. Pass to Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And for Bam, it doesn't get any easier than that.
Outside Butler. Oh, Butler cleaning the 3.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Pass to Adebayo. Over Butler. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
The Warriors shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Second team foul.
And that one misses.
At the line for the Dubs, Gary.
And it's tied up with that one. Here's Hero. Nothing on the board. Ball's knocked loose. It's taken away by Payton. Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, a couple of seasons ago, Steph Curry first brought out the night-night when he put a team away. Asked about his inspiration, he said, "I have no idea. I don't choreograph any of that stuff. I was just having fun." You know how kids' bedtime routines are important? It's the final signal for job well done that day. Kevin?
Well said. He is a 1 of 1, D.A. .107 left in the first half of the game. 2 points. That one goes.
Assist.
Adebayo's got 10 points.
Well, if this is a physical contest, Adebayo's going to win out.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Pass to Butler. Trying to find Green. He's got it now. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Green's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Draymond Green around the rim trying to find a little bit of a window to get that ball up.
Podziemski with it. Now defended by Wiggins. No one near Payton as he lets it go. Connects from three-point range. And now a 5-point Warrior lead. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. The shot's good. Ware's got his first 2 points.
Hero knowing about the whens and the wheres for an assist.
The 3 ball from Curry. The Heat trail by 6. Here's Ware. Deep 2 from Robinson. Draymond Green pulls it in. Butler from outside. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Warriors leading by 6. Takes the 3. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Curry's got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Warriors. And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially late on drives to the rim.
First team foul.
Outside Curry. Curry crashes inside.
He can score on you in bunches. Curry doing it all in this one.
The Heat trailed by 9. Here's Wiggins, and it's Wiggins with the jam.
Now, he's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. It's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
And Green gets it to go.
That's a shot Draymond Green can hit. They don't want him firing a ton of them, but that time deep and measured it off well.
Pass to Moody. Off target from three-point range. Wiggins left side. One thing you can pretty much count on with the Heat, Brent Barry, they're gonna grind it out.
And this team has always been built around tenacity and toughness. Even with the big three, with LeBron, D-Wade, and Bosh, there was a bit of a metamorphosis with the way LeBron approached games. Kind of being hated on was something they embraced, and that culture demands that hustle accountability and will consistently be about their culture.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Second team foul.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Here's Curry with the 3. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
And they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Start to feel their confidence. That's the difference between the success they're having now and the struggles they faced earlier.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. It's a 16-point game. And the shot goes in. Adebayo's got 12 points in the game.
Big-time scoring explosion in this one from Bam. Didn't think he would have this kind of offensive impact.
And slam dunk by Butler.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Wiggins.
Basketball. Now into the lineup for your Warriors.
And here's Golden State. They're on a 17-6 run. Green fires from way outside. The quick look, no good that time. Adebayo down low. No good. Some solid defense from Butler. Pass to Green. Takes it from 10. No good off the back of the rim. The Heat trailed by 17. Where? Good.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
To the inside. Stolen by Hero. Here's Robinson. A slam dunk by Robinson.
Okay, Duncan, get up and show those hops.
1:58 left in the third. Podziemski on the wing. He gets that one. Podziemski's got 5 points now this quarter.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
Pass to Hield. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel.
Pizza. Davion Mitchell.
The Heat trail by 15. No one near Rozier as he lets it fly.
Rozier the third.
Sinks the three-pointer. Rozier's got 6.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. And the shot is good. Mitchell's got his first points of the game.
Well, any possession that ends in a shot from that range after good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
Hield with the bucket. And the Warriors lead by 12.
Yeah, for guards who are young players in the NBA, finishing around the rim is always a focus at this level. Nice job by Hield there.
Pass to Post. Over Adebayo. Post misses the shot. The Heat trail by 12. That's a 2 from Rozier. Now Adebayo. 12 points for him. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Here's Hield. Basket good. 7 points in the game.
You know, running the lane in transition can be a skill right there. Buddy Hield, relentless in getting himself to the rack.
Here's Rozier. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Well, he takes care of salvaging that possession for the offense by getting on the offensive glass.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. The Heat trailed by 12. Anderson outside. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup.
The only way he was getting to the hoop was to use the double clutch.
Payton with it. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Rozier with the steal. Here's Mitchell. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist.
And a few more plays like that are all they need to make their comeback bid a real one.
And Davion Mitchell gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Payton outside. Lets it fly. The rebound by Anderson. The Heat trailed by 8. Here's Hackett. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
The three-pointers and how well they're able to shoot them. You wonder if they can keep it up, and boy, have they.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. 17 points was their biggest margin. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Curry outside. Rebound by the Heat. Here's Highsmith. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Jonathan Kuminga picks one up. And the first one drops.
Shooting for Miami, Haywood Highsmith.
Good on both. Warriors leading by 4. Hit the crossover. And the layup good by Curry. Curry's got 21.
All those things that Steph does before the game, and you think there's no way he's pulling those off in the game. Guess what? He's pulling them off in the game.
And we'll have a timeout called by Erik Spoelstra. He knows every possession is critical now. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Erik Spoelstra coaching the team during the break. Now he's encouraging them to keep attacking in the paint. He said, when we get inside, we score. Simple as that. Keep attacking and don't settle for anything that's not at the rim. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Pass to Hero. Here's Highsmith. Covered by Hield. Highsmith's shot is off. Here's Jackson Davis. That one goes in. And it's an 8-point Warrior lead.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Driving to the basket. What a terrific move that was. And the Warriors lead by 10.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his way. Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. It's Curry outside. It's hauled in by the Heat.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Hackett. The rebound by Post.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if they're going to keep missing layups.
But Jemski's shot is good.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
And timeout is called by Erik Spoelstra. He has decided it's the right time to talk. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Here's Hero. That one goes. Counted.
Fighting the inside defender, Hero really works to get to the bucket.
Here's Butler. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
Well, you can tell right there he just wanted to go for the jam, but the defense too good and distracting.
Where? Those three-pointers off the mark.
Well, you make strides to get back in the ball game, but an errant shot like that can definitely cost you any kind of momentum. Have to use better judgment there.
The Heat trail by 8 to the left wing. Here's Adebayo. Green with the block.
No matter what night it is, Green seeks to intimidate and more often than not succeed.
Third personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Warriors, Gary Payton II, taking 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 9. And he is unable to get the second one. Here's Christopher. The shot from the low post is good. Christopher's got his first bucket in this one.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Wojemski, the bounce pass. Green, the screen. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Fourth personal foul. Third team foul. At the line.
He hits the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8. So he gets them both, and it's a 9-point ball game here. Here's Burks. No good. Shot missing. Great D that time from Payton. And the foul on Alec Burks. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. Gets the first, and that will push the lead to double digits. And both free throws good for Payton.
Now that'll ice it right there. Not everybody can keep their composure at the line in such a big situation.
On its way from Curry for 2. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
The clock now can just run out for the Warriors. Can't cash in from close range. And again, the turnover by the Heat.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Here's Jackson Davis. And it falls. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step to becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came out to do.
And that'll do it, folks.